The krona is the official currency of Sweden, introduced in 1873 as part of the Scandinavian Monetary Union, when Sweden, Denmark, and later Norway agreed to adopt a common currency system based on the gold standard. The term krona literally means crown, symbolizing royal authority and national sovereignty. The 5kronor coin, like the one we see here, represents a mid-level denomination that has been used widely in Swedish daily life. Earlier issues of this coin carried portraits of Swedish monarchs such as King Gustav VI Adolf and King Carl XVI Gustav, emphasizing the long-standing monarchy of Sweden. Over time, the design evolved, reflecting modern simplicity while retaining national symbols. The coin you see today, marked with the large number 5, flanked by 2 stars, and the word kronor boldly inscribed, is a clear representation of Sweden's design philosophy: clean, minimalistic, and functional. This reflects not just aesthetics but the values of Swedish society, where practicality and clarity dominate both art and economy. Historically, the 5kronor coin has served as a vital unit of exchange, widely circulated for use in transportation, markets, and everyday commerce. It also stands as a reminder of Sweden's economic independence, since the country has chosen not to adopt the euro despite being a European Union member, keeping the krona as a powerful symbol of sovereignty. Paragraph 2, Cultural and Economic Symbolism, 650 words. The 5kronor coin is not just a medium of exchange, it is a mirror of Swedish identity. The bold simplicity of its design mirrors the Scandinavian lifestyle, modest, efficient, and deeply connected to cultural heritage. The stars flanking the number 5 may be interpreted as subtle nods to Sweden's connection with the European continent, while still highlighting its independence from the Eurozone. The word kronor written in clear block letters represents transparency and straightforwardness, values central to Swedish governance and society. Beyond design, the coin also reflects Sweden's economic resilience. Sweden is known for its strong welfare state, advanced industries, and global contributions in fields like technology, music, and environmental sustainability. The stability of the krona has been a crucial part of maintaining this balance. During global financial crises, the krona often fluctuated, but Sweden's strong economy and disciplined policies allowed it to regain trust. For collectors, the 5kronor coin represents more than value, it reflects a society that balances modernity with tradition. It is also practical. Made from copper-nickel alloys, the coin is resistant to wear, reflecting Sweden's attention to durability and quality. Even in an increasingly cashless society, where mobile payment apps like Swish dominate transactions, the 5kronor coin remains a symbol of tactile, physical value, a reminder of the tangible trust people place in their money. Paragraph 3, Numismatic Value and Future. Words. The roots of the Swedish 5kronor coin lie in one of the most fascinating financial experiments of the 19th century, the Scandinavian Monetary Union. In 1873, Sweden and Denmark, later joined by Norway in 1875, decided to unify their currencies under the gold standard, creating a system that mirrored the stability of larger economies like Britain and Germany. This meant that one Swedish krona, one Danish krone, and one Norwegian krone were interchangeable, each defined by a fixed weight of gold. The decision was not simply economic, it was political, reflecting a desire for Scandinavian unity in a time when Europe was dominated by larger empires. Though the Union dissolved during World War I, the legacy of this experiment lives on in the names of the currencies, krona and krone, still used in Sweden, Denmark, and Norway today. The 5kronor coin embodies this shared history, a reminder of a time when cooperation across borders was seen as a way to safeguard economies and strengthen identities. In Sweden, the krona became more than just a monetary unit, it symbolized sovereignty, resilience, and a refusal to be overshadowed by the great powers of Europe. When Sweden transitioned away from the gold standard in the 20th century, the krona continued to adapt, proving its flexibility in times of crisis. Each issue of the 5kronor coin since then reflects these transitions. Earlier versions carried royal portraits, others celebrated national milestones, and modern designs emphasize simplicity. This progression shows how a coin can mirror the broader historical journey of a nation, from gold-backed alliances to independent modern identity. The 5kronor coin thus stands at the intersection of Scandinavian unity and Swedish independence, a duality that continues to shape Sweden's place in Europe today. Paragraph 5, Cultural Identity, Royal Symbolism and Social Values, 1,000 words. Sweden is a constitutional monarchy, and its royal family has long been a part of the nation's identity. Earlier issues of the 5 kronor coin carried portraits of monarchs like King Gustav VI Adolf and King Carl XVI Gustav, reinforcing the symbolic role of the monarchy in uniting the nation. These designs highlighted continuity and stability, qualities that Sweden has carefully cultivated throughout centuries of political neutrality and social reform. Over time, however, Swedish coin design shifted towards modern minimalism, aligning with the country's cultural values of simplicity, clarity, and equality. The current version of the 5 kronor coin, with its bold numeral 5, flanked by 2 stars and the word kronor, reflects this transition. Unlike coins heavy with elaborate crests or portraits, this design emphasizes accessibility and universal readability. It is a design that speaks to everyone equally, regardless of education or background, reflecting Sweden's egalitarian values. Beyond design, the krona represents the Swedish model of balancing wealth with social. The 5 kronor coin is not just a small piece of currency, it reflects the dramatic economic journey Sweden has taken over the past century. In the early 20th century, Sweden was still transitioning from a largely agrarian society into an industrial powerhouse. The discovery of rich natural resources, iron ore, timber, hydropower, fueled rapid growth, and with that growth came the need for a stable, trusted currency. The krona became the backbone of trade, enabling Sweden to export steel, machinery, and wood products across Europe and beyond. Throughout global crises like the Great Depression and both World Wars, the krona represented stability in a time of turbulence. Sweden's policy of neutrality meant its economy could adapt quickly, and the krona became a reliable store of value. By the late 20th century, Sweden had transformed into a leader in innovation, home to companies like Volvo, Ericsson, and IKEA. All of these enterprises depended on a strong, trusted monetary system to engage in global trade. The 5 kronor coin, though modest in appearance, was a symbol of Sweden's place in the global economy. It moved through the hands of workers, students, families, and travelers, connecting local life to international commerce. The fact that Sweden maintained the krona rather than switching to the euro is a testament to its determination to protect its financial independence. Today, the krona continues to represent Sweden's global economic role, a currency that balances tradition with adaptability. The 5 kronor coin, in circulation for decades, is a daily reminder of Sweden's resilience and ability to thrive in a rapidly changing world. Paragraph 8, Art, Design Philosophy and Swedish Minimalism in Coinage, 1,000 words. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Swedish 5 kronor coin is its design. While many countries use their coins as miniature canvases for national crests, detailed coats of arms, or portraits of rulers, Sweden has often embraced simplicity. This philosophy mirrors the broader principles of Scandinavian design, which values minimalism, functionality, and clarity. The modern 5 kronor coin is striking in its simplicity, the bold numeral 5, the word kronor, and 2 stars on either side. At first glance, the design may appear plain, but this simplicity is intentional. In Sweden, design is not about ornamentation but about purpose, clarity of meaning, accessibility for all, and the ability to reflect values through restraint. The absence of excessive detail makes the coin universally readable, even for children or those unfamiliar with Swedish symbols. It is democratic in spirit, much like Sweden itself. Earlier issues of the 5 kronor coin carried monarch portraits, reflecting heritage and continuity, but the shift toward minimalism shows a cultural change. From authority and hierarchy toward equality and inclusivity. Swedish coinage as a whole reflects this journey. From the beautifully engraved plate money of the 17th century